Okay, so another map. This time it's called King's Obligation, and it was in the old game. You can see the first features of this map is that it's in the sky, and it has no barriers. And you can also see that it's very, very open. There's noobs scattered in a circle, and the spawns are also. It's basically changing between noobs and circles. In a circle and the spawns. Here is basically some pillars. There's this Stone King sitting on his stone throne with his crown. Oh, okay. I never thought you could actually do that. But I think this might be the place where you want to boost. Yeah, look at the boost from this. Let's check the portal. The portal is... Oh, let's check the portal. The pillars here you can kind of see, they kind of suck. I have an idea that I want to try. Alright, yeah, I like this. This is probably better than the last map. Oh god. You can also get on top of here. You didn't know. Good for the runners. So this is just basically a very big circle. Kind of might look a little bit like a Colosseum as well, because it's in a circle. And then you have these pillars that you can actually teleport in. You can see there's hidden place. There's a hidden place over here. If you can teleport to this place, then you can actually stay in there. It's a pretty good place for some old script. It was a pretty good place for a script known as Jinri, where you could basically hide and teleport in and out from the pillars. But right now it's kind of not useful in any way because there's no script that can use these pillars to their advantage. The portal you can also teleport through. There is indeed place that you can teleport through. Yeah, I also found out a new technique. It's basically for all the useless maps where you can boost from the wall, but it doesn't work always. Yeah, I can see I kind of boosted myself a little bit from that wall. Might be useful in some way, but not really that much. Mostly gonna be lackluster. Very good for any projectile scripts, any hit scan. I think projectiles are better here though. I mean, if you're most of the hit scans, they don't have that much range, so I mean, they're not gonna be that good. Wow. Boosts here are very high quality, but there's not many places where you can do it. Basically, the only places where you can perform one. Oh, I'm actually thinking about. This. Since there's a circle, there's basically a circle on a circle, kind of like a ring on a ring, and then you have the place, probably the absolute, like basically infinite place where you can boost from. So basically, you could count this as one place or as infinite place. So since I would give it a 10 out of 10 boosting because infinite place, but getting there is kind of tricky. So I mean that kind of brings it up, brings it down a little bit. But I want to test if it actually boosts you. These wheels over here, you can't collide with them, so you can't climb them up. You can't climb to them. Alright, so yeah, this is most of the. This is basically where all the boosting comes into place, and I want to actually perform a boost from this place. I want to see if it works, because if it works from one place, since this is a ring, then that means it works everywhere else. So we have to check first. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Now I want to see. I'm pretty sure it will work. Oh yeah, it does. It works everywhere. But it kind of is unstable. Oh, I just flew off the map. It's kind of unstable. Let's check the broadsword. Maybe broadsword will be better with this. Because I just don't want to fall off the map. But I mean, double boosting is super useful. Yeah. Best map for boosting, double boosting basically, is definitely regular Rampage, so do it there. Alright. Maybe that was just an not unsuccessful one. Oh, you can boost from these. You couldn't do it with Knuckles. You couldn't do a boost with the Knuckles from this place, but I'm pretty sure here you can. Maybe even from this. Nah, but you can do a boost from there. Yes, you can see it does work. Let's try and perform a boost from this. You can see the boost does work, but since it's not a perfect ring, you know, it's actually an imperfect ring. So you can actually, it's not infinite. It's not infinite, by the way. So there's a limited amount of them, but I mean, since there's so many of them and it's basically surrounding the whole map, it's gonna become pretty good. Still, I think it's worse than Crossroads because it just, you need to get up to this king to be able to boost. You basically, the king is the boosting place, nothing else. You can see it does work. The portal is kind of useless, you can see. I'll try and boost off from the pillar, but I don't think it will work. Oh, does it actually work? I'm not sure. I don't think it works. It's just kind of these pillars are kind of lackluster. That's why I'm telling you to wall bounce of these pillars. Let's try where we still have time. Because I don't want to gamble for another King's Obligation. Neck and neck knuckles while we can. Let's see if we can wall bounce off these. Oh yeah, we can wall bounce indeed. Oh, you can wall bounce out of these pillars. You can see it kind of works. Yeah, you need to use Q when you're very close. That's how wall bounce works. Oh, it almost sent me off the whole map. So wall bounce actually might be more useful for this map. Since there's these pillars, you can see I just performed the greatest wall bounce ever. Even if they fix boosting, there's no way to fix wall bounce. So, I mean, there's a ton of ways of movement. But I mean, boosting is still cooler because it works every time. And for wall bounce, it's kind of inconsistent, you can see, and it doesn't always work. So I mean, that's kind of a lot more fair, what we have with boosting. You can see I kind of lack the ability to be able to perform these, but I mean, that's the hardest technique to perform. Because you just need to perform, it's hard to perform, you can see it's glass houses, so the thing itself is hard to perform. Because it's like, let's go ahead for a second on glass houses, just gonna show you something. You can see this perfect spawn because it spawned me near a wall. So the wall bounce and it doesn't always work, so you need to be in like a perfect place to be able to do this. But I mean, there's basically so many places to choose from. You can see You can even bounce off these trees if you time it perfectly. You can see. But I'm just telling you, it's harder. It's definitely harder. Wall bounce is harder, definitely. Alright, I mean, I think that's enough. So I'm gonna rate this map, not the glass houses. I'm gonna rate King's Obligation 8.5, because projectile scripts, ranged scripts just kind of like these maps, because I'm mostly a ranged script user. Kind of suck at melee, so mostly use projectiles, or I mostly use hit scan, where there was a script named McCree where you could just hit scan everybody. It was kind of easy to play with if you got the hang of aim. So play it with ranged scripts. I don't recommend melee for this, and close ranged. And there's also like an unofficial Trello in the description if you want to check some stuff. So, goodbye.